I've always been fascinated by railroads. At one time, this railroad was actually used, and now it's not. Is it just me, or back in the day when you were younger, you always wanted to walk on railroad tracks? Mine stemmed from loving the film Stand By Me. I always wanted to just walk the tracks and see where it brought me. I did it one time, and I was on it for about 15-20 minutes. It was on a Boy Scout camping trip back in the day when I was young, and it was an overgrown one, just like you saw just then. And then I turned around and, but there was always that urge in me to do it. And I think it's because it was kind of romanticized in movies and small town Americana type stuff. But yeah, basically I think it's illegal to do that, and it's dangerous. There's a lot of people that not just regular homeless, but there's criminals that just kind of stay like back in railroads because there's nobody there, and they kind of lure people in. I mean, it's not common, but you hear about it on the news and stuff. But yeah, and even when I was a kid, there was like that urge in me to want to try one time, like walking on railroad tracks and then jumping into an empty boxcar, and just seeing where it brought me. It just reminds me of Stand By Me. It reminds me when I saw one of my favorite James Dean movies. Well, one of my favorites. I love all three of his movies, but the one East of Eden, where he basically jumps on top of a train and he takes it from town to town. But I always thought that'd be cool. Now that I'm older, it's not wise. I would never want to leave my wife and my family and stuff like that. But it's just funny thinking back to there was a time when I was a kid where I thought it'd be cool just to jump on a boxcar. It's all illegal, but you don't really think about that in regards to like when you're watching these movies and reading books about people doing that. So, am I the only one who thought like that? Who knows? I'm just out doing a work errand. So that's what I'm doing. Speaking of trains, I think I might jump out of my car and go get on that one. I'm not really in the best part of town. That looks like an old show bar. But the errand that I had to run was on the other side of town. So I've been sitting here for about 10 minutes now, waiting for this train to go by. Yeah, usually when I get caught on this train, I usually just get my phone out and catch up on videos. And I just caught up on my buddy Ryan, Exploring Ryan. He has he's a vlogger. He does Central Florida exploring type vlogs. And he also does a daily vlog channel, a new one where he's, it's just like a life kind of channel, life improvement kind of stuff. And he's going through some stuff and he's sharing it with us. And he's a cool guy. And he just made a video. He had a rough morning this morning. And he said something in it, a quote that he heard from somebody else that really resonated with me. And, I had a rough morning this morning waking up. I really was not on my A game. I get up about 4:30 in the morning. It's pretty early, but I like it. I'm used to it. And I don't really drink any caffeine right away. I drink coffee, but usually, lately, not until I get to work. Because I naturally am kind of hyper, so I'm good. I used to drink like pots of coffee a day. But anyways, in his video, he was talking about, he had a rough kind of morning. He hurt his back and everything like that. He's going to work, but it's just one of those blah kind of days. And he said something, he was talking about the honesty of his channel, and he was going to show the honest side where not every day, kind of like with my daily vlog channel that I had, not every day was exciting, because life isn't always exciting. Some days you just have bad days. And he mentioned about having a bad day and how people get, and this is how I took it, people could get caught up in that and it could kind of ruin their day. But he said this quote that he heard, and I'm sure some of you have probably heard it. It's, you don't drown when you fall in the water. you drown when you stay in the water. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so good. That's so good thinking about that. And so it's literally changed my whole perspective of my day. So that was awesome. So I'll actually leave the link down below to his channel, both of his channels. So I'll definitely leave a link down below. And yeah, so the train is still going by. It's still going by. Today, I listen to everything, really but rap. Today I've been listening to, and really the past week in my car, I've been listening to a lot of Bob Dylan. I have like the Essential Bob Dylan, which is my go-to Bob Dylan album because it has everything instead of pulling out all my other albums. And yeah, so that's what I'm listening to today. And yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. The train is finally finishing, I think. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye. You ready for my best Bob Dylan impression? Come gather round, people, wherever you roam. That was terrible. And the times they are a-changin'.